How's it going, everybody? I'm the BTC Reaper, and my goal on this channel is to teach you how to reap the rewards of trading with the prices going up or down. Ron DeSantis banned CBDCs in Florida. These states could be next. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed a bill last week to ban CBDCs in the Sunshine State, and now that others are following suit. Currently, Louisiana, Alabama, Texas, and North Dakota all have draft bills opposing the digital dollar. So we have multiple states starting to get on board with this idea, so that's good for us as individuals, as that means we won't be able to get censored by a CBDC. America's central bank, the Federal Reserve, has been talking about CBDC for some time, but it hasn't given any major details on whether one will actually be released or not. So, Judge denies motion to seal Hinman docs in Ripple SEC case. So this is a major win for Ripple, as this is part of the argument that they've been saying. Part of the legal battle has been centered around a 2018 speech of the documents that were surrounding it. Bill Hinman was the former SEC director, so he was in Gary Gensler's place. Back in 2021, Ripple used the speech as an indication that the SEC does not view Bitcoin or Ethereum as a security, arguing that XRP should not be considered a security either. And basically they want clarification on how Hinman came to this conclusion, and they want to see these documents. The SEC tried to say that this was Hinman's public opinion, or personal opinion, so these documents do not have to be released to the public. However, the judge denied that, so we'll actually be able to see why they say these coins are not securities, and then we may be able to apply that to the wider crypto industry. Dogecoin activity surges with ordinals, but a core Doge dev is skeptical, and I don't blame them. Dogecoin hit an all-time high of 719,000 daily transactions on Tuesday thanks to their newly created BRC-20, which allows for the creation of meme tokens on the Dogecoin network. This surpassed the number of transactions that Bitcoin has had. Dogecoin users have copied the architecture enabled by ordinals and created their very own dogenals. This is a problem. We'll get into that in the next article because ordinals is creating a bottleneck and it's being upgraded because of that. So something like this cannot become a real future because it has not had enough thought given to it. Dogecoin core developer Patrick Loader told Decrypt. He added that sustained and growing pressure on Dogecoin will cause this to die off quickly. So he's saying that you're going to need more developers and people working on this for it to be sustainable, and if it's not able to be sustained, it's going to end up tapering off pretty quick. Lightning Labs launches updated protocol to help solve BRC-20 issues. Bitcoin users have been given a possibility of more efficient way to mint new assets on the blockchain after an updated edition of the recently rebranded Taproot Assets protocol. Lightning Labs criticized the current methods by which assets are inscribed on the Bitcoin blockchain, calling them particularly inefficient, and pointed to cumbersome protocols that write asset metadata directly on the space. They're talking about the JSON. It's a very bloated code. There's a lot of code behind it rather than using ones and zeros in binary. The Taproot Asset Protocol is designed to operate maximally off-chain in order to avoid network congestion that has become an unfortunate characteristic of the Bitcoin network since the inception of the BRC-20 token standard. Lightning Labs said the protocol users could soon integrate BRC-20 assets into the Lightning Network, with wallets, exchanges, and merchants ported over instead of needing to bootstrap a new ecosystem from scratch. So you're going to just be able to move over your BRC-20 into the Lightning Network from the previous network, and it'll hopefully transition well. If it does, that'll be good. We'll have to kind of see. So our Bitcoin dominance did jump up a little bit today. Our money flow overall is still heading down though. It is trying to slightly come up here. So Cassic's trying to run up, RSI is trying to run up, VWAP's running up, and our momentum's starting to run up. So we are looking decent. This kind of is a bullish engulfing candle, as it's about as big as this candle, but just not in the same positioning. Over on our total market cap, we have a slight increase. Our RSI is kind of going up, so Cassic's running up. Money flow still can't break above that neutral zone. Our VWAP's trying to head up and our momentum's trying to come up still. Over on Bitcoin, we did break our volume area low, our value area low on our volume profile. So we did wick down, however we managed to get a push up. We could try and hit this point of control. We'll have to see if we hit that and then reject. If we do hit that, we could have somewhat of a cup here and maybe a cup and handle could play out, at which point we may fill that higher gap and then we could come crashing down. RSI is trying to head up, Stochastic's trying to run up. Our money flow's kind of nowhere to be found. It wants to go up and down, so we'll have to see if it can establish a trend tomorrow. Our VWAP's gone kind of flat and our momentum wants to come up. Over on the 4 hour, we're getting a little bit of a reversal indicator, so we could see our previous trend reverse. Our previous trend was a downtrend, so we may see a bit of a breakup. We did kind of break down from this ascending channel, which that is a bearish pattern. Our Stochastic's running up, RSI is going kind of flat, VWAP is trying to head up. Our money flow is trying to curl up, our momentum wants to come up, but it could curl out, so we'll have to kind of keep an eye on the next few candles. We have a bit of indecision here, doesn't know if it wants to go bullish or reverse. Our previous trend here was an up channel, so our Stochastic's kind of curling, RSI is starting to go flat, our VWAP's coming down. Money flow is testing that neutral zone on the 2 hour. We got a little bit of a break up and then we're coming back down. Our momentum looks like it could start to roll over, so the 2 hours not looking too strong here. We'll have to see if we can actually get some momentum to the upside or if we just fall flat here. Over on the 1 hour, Stochastic's starting to fall. Our RSI is trying to keep its ground. Momentum's starting to curl out. VWAP's getting close to breaking the neutral. Our money flow wants to flash bullish, but it has been in the bearish zone. So we'll have to see if it can maintain a bullish pattern. And then our 1 hour and 2 hour money flow could be in a bullish trend, which could push us higher. So that gap that I was talking about, if you haven't seen it, is right around here at 29K. So that's where we could jump up if we keep this momentum. So over on graph, we do have a little bit of an indecision candle here. Doesn't know which way it wants to go. I have to delete some of these lines. Our money flow is coming out, so our momentum wants to come up, but it could start to curl away. VWAP's starting to curl away. Our Stochastic's pretty overbought, and our RSI is really not going anywhere, even though it has almost maximum strength. Over on the 4 hour, we're kind of just bouncing around inside a flag, so that's not too good. Might be a little baby bull flag, but wouldn't bet too much on it. Our momentum looks like it is starting to kind of curl here. Our VWAP is trying to run up though. Our money flow did try to come up and it's rejecting. Our RSI is pointing down and our Stochastic has a bullish cross, so if that can maintain, that might give our RSI some more strength and we might see some upside. Over on the 2 hour, Stochastic's starting to curl, RSI is starting to curl, money flow is about to break bearish. Our VWAP's starting to head down, our momentum's starting to curl down, so we're looking like we could give up some gains here on the 2 hour. Over on the 1 hour, Stochastic's starting to fall, RSI wants to come up though, our momentum could curl. Our VWAP is trying to come down and our money flow really doesn't know where it wants to be, so we'll have to watch this closely and see if it can establish some sort of trend. Over on Anchor, we jumped down to our value area low and we kind of bounced back off it. Our Stochastic and RSI are trying to run up, our VWAP's starting to curl out. Our money flow overall is coming down, but it's trying to head back up. Momentum wants to come up, but it looks like it could try to curl out here. Over on the 4 hour, we are getting lower highs here if we start to pull away. RSI is starting to point down, Stochastic's trying to run up, our VWAP's trying to run up, our money flow is in the bearish zone. It did try to come up and now it's gone pretty neutral. And our momentum looks like it could start to curl away here. You can kind of see it right here behind the VWAP. Over on the 2 hour, we were getting that kind of indecision signal. Our Stochastic wants to curl, RSI wants to curl, money flow is signaling that it could go bearish. and our VWAP is trying to curl down. Our momentum kind of wants to curl out here, so we're not looking too strong on anchor either. Over on the 1 hour, we have bearish cross on our stochastic. RSI is pointing down, momentum could curl out here. VWAP's heading down and close to the neutral zone, and our money flow is in the bearish zone. Over on XRP, we did get a little bit of a pump off this good news. We tried to come back in this flag. We'll have to see if we can get in here and actually maintain this zone and then head back up. Our stochastic's trying to run up, RSI's trying to run up, VWAP's trying to head up. Our money flow's still in the red though, so be a little weary of that, but we'll have to see if it can get some bullish carryover from the lower time frames. Momentum's trying to curl up pretty aggressively, so we are set up to look pretty decent here. That is a long upper shadow candle though, so be wary of that, as that signals that bulls tried to push us higher and were unsuccessful, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're just going to push down. Our stochastic looks like we want a good bullish cross. RSI is kind of making lower highs though. Momentum's kind of going flat. Our VWAP doesn't really know where it wants to be. Our money flow is in the bearish territory, so not looking too strong here, but if that stochastic and RSI can keep going and that green dot on that momentum can carry some weight, maybe we'll see the money flow and VWAP start to come up as well. Over on the 2 hour, our RSI is trying to come up. Our stochastic's losing strength though. Our momentum's starting to get lower highs as well. Our money flow did go into the bullish zone and then break under, and then got rejected by another retest, so we're not looking too strong here. And our VWAP is starting to kind of curl here after just peeking into the bullish territory. Our stochastic's trying to head up, RSI is trying to head up, our momentum wants to make a bit of a recovery here on the 1 hour. Our VWAP wants to kind of recover, our money flow is in the bullish territory. So we'll want this to continue and get some more strength, that way it can start to lead into the medium to higher time frames. Over on Algo, we are kind of getting a rounding bottom here, so that is good for us. Our stochastic's trying to run up, RSI's trying to run up, VWAP's ramping up, our money flow is trying to curl up, and our momentum's trying to curl up. So we're looking alright for a bit of a recovery. Our momentum on the 4 hour here is getting lower highs, so watch out for that. Stochastic's trying to push up though, RSI is trying to push up, our VWAP wants to push up, and our money flow is in the bullish territory. So that is good for us, because if that can maintain and carry over, then we'll start to see some further upside. Over on the 2 hour, our money flow keeps zigzagging around, and we're about to test the neutral zone, so watch out for that. Stochastic's starting to curl away, RSI has a red dot, momentum's starting to curl away with lower highs, so we got a little bit of a bearish divergence here, and our VWAP is starting to head down. Over on the 1 hour, stochastic has a bearish cross and is heading down, RSI has gone kind of flat, but overall is heading down. Our momentum's kind of trying to round out, our VWAP's getting close to the neutral zone, and our money flow is in the bullish zone, so we'll want this to maintain and kind of carry into that 2 hour, and give the 2 hour some more strength, that way we can push up from here. Thank you for watching tonight's video, I hope you have a great night.